South Africa is doing it. Ghana has been doing it. Kenya, they do unto us. This is a pointer to the fact that everywhere around the world, people are telling Nigerians, go back and fix your country. Go back to your country. If Oyibo see us, them go cause us for their country. Them go even call us monkey. Now, a man that has our skin, that has our color, that share the same struggle with us, will now look at us and say, leave our country. Now, of all the things that will be more painful, are countries like Ghana and South Africa looking at Nigerians to their eyes. They even buy them, go as far as telling them, leave our country. This speaks to the reason why we have been shouting and always begging our own government, our system, our brothers and sisters to say, see, if all of us run from this place, nobody is going to be here. That is why I'm not a part of those who make this particular statement that Nigeria no go ever good again. I don't always like when people make that statement. It gets to me differently. Some people stood up to make sure that the country you are domiciled currently, that you are thinking is a safe haven, worked. There is a saying by George Orwell, and I quote, that the most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate them of the understanding of their own history. You see, this is the reason why we say we must, as Africans, even before Nigerians first, teach our infant, our children and coming generation the importance of our history. This is what these first world countries have successfully handed down their struggle to the next generation and let them know that they are superior to every other people, and they've lived by this principle. Hence the reason they continue to scavenge for our things, our resources. They come here in the guise of giving us help and then make away with the good of us. Listen to me. How be it that Nigeria, that was hitherto a predominant agrarian society before the 70s, where we eventually discovered oil, was doing very well and was experiencing rapid growth? We were seeing progress. Education was free. See, people saw the need to want to be educated. People had vision to say that Nigeria, alongside with some of these third world countries who has even left Nigeria behind, countries like Brazil, name them, countries like I will remember the name as time progresses. All these countries were in the same category, and maybe I will just write them. We're in the same category, but these countries have grown to become world power. This country has become safe haven. These countries are countries that a lot of us are struggling to have visa to go and say we want to show our children what a working system is. And Nigeria, since we were born, we were told that we are the giant of Africa. We are the motherboard of Africa, but that has not been in reality because we have been suffering too much. I mean, do you know how painful it is that South Africa, especially those who have our color in South Africa that are not even up to the 30% of the population, or those who own South Africa, are now telling Nigerians to leave their country? Why? This goes to tell you that as a Nigerian, first of all, you are wired for greatness so much that you don't depend on the wickedness of every government to survive. Let me tell you, how can we just succumb to a single statement of the president who had come into power in just 24 hours? He made a statement, and I quote, that subsidy is gone. And all of us, without even arguing, we started to buy into that concept or idea of his own ruling. And then we are buying fuel for 1,004, hoping that since subsidy is gone, that whatever proceed that comes from this subsidy will now help us salvage every other part of our life. Maybe subsidized transportation, steady power supply. Look at it. For in the last 3 years, never been done in our history. In the last 3 years, this administration has borrowed not less than 79.1 trillion naira in debt already. This cumulatively, I am telling you, the last 4 government that has existed before this current government has not even borrowed up to that amount of money. And you begin to ask questions like, this subsidy that was gone, that we are no longer paying subsidy, this amount of money that has been accumulated, what has it been used for? Because more recently there was a loan collected by this current government, $561 million to be specific, as seen on the news. And then you begin to ask, this plenty money is enough to give all of us a very good life so that people will not venture into crime? You see, when we begin to question the system and say, let the system work so well, where there's absence of police brutality, where people can chip in 1 or 2 ideas that can better our nation. Imagine it was as a result of we now having resources that could serve our common good that we began to suffer as a people. We began to suffer corruption. We began to suffer insecurity. We began to suffer religion. See, they fueled religious crisis, tribalism, nepotism, to mention but a few of all devices they've adopted to make sure they keep us separated and continue to run. It was as a result of us discovering crude oil in this country that we have continually suffered brain drain till date. The reason why some young people, especially those who can afford a 30 million to 40 million naira, have not even relocated their family is probably because of one fear and pandemic that is evident currently. You see, a man struggles here. He can earn for himself comfortably 20 million naira. He will not want to invest that money in the Nigerian system because the system is so designed to rip off the common man the little he can use to survive. So what would they say? They say, instead of me to continually live on survivor, let me take this chunk of 20 million, 30 million I have made to remove my children and go give them a future. Error. Let's stay here and make a future. All of those skyscrapers that were snapping abroad and making it look like it is beauty. That is why sometimes when I'm doing advert for some of these real estate outfits, I make it very personal and I explain the growth we've been making despite the failed system. It is our little contribution here, because the honest truth is another 100 years, 95% of us that will see this video will not be existing in this on earth anymore. So it is what we plant as seed that our children's children will now enjoy and say, Kai, the generations before now, they did well for us. The generations before now, 200 years ago, built a great country like America you are seeing. China has well over 1 billion human beings. So why are they lying to us that our population is too much for somebody to govern? I mean, a country is there that has ×5 of our population, and everybody, look at the number of people leaving Nigeria to go and do business in China went on time high this year, last year and this year, compared to every other time in the history. You know why? Nigerians by default, we like to use things. We are very lavish people. So our people now know that, oh, we like this kind of thing. Do you know that it is only Nigeria so far, as big as Nigeria, that we still use cars that accidented vehicles from other countries? Where other countries say they no use. Now still Nigeria here, we they use Okirika. These things can change. We can walk into stores, we can walk into notable brands that can be owned by us. Look at how big Aba is. Look at how big the textile market in Kano is. Look at how big all these places are. And then why is it that the system has conditioned our mind to want to think that anything that comes from other people's country is higher than us? The system is so messed up, unbelievable. Imagine that at this stage of our life, after 60-something years of existence, we are still talking about police brutality. Imagine what happened in Warri yesterday. It is unbelievable. You know why? 2 things will happen. It's either the officer who openly, by the citizen, that the court has not convicted for a crime, is part of the people who fuel insecurity in the state, and given that if this young man probably had taken him to the Sapele, was shouting, let me take you to Sapele, let me take you to the person that sent me this message and all that, decided to buy that man there and then is trying to make sure he covers all the exhibits. It means that even he, the officer, is part of the system fueling the insecurity. That could be, allegedly I'm saying. Or secondly, it could be that the officer does not trust the judicial system enough to want to give justice where this person is supposed to face the wrath of the law. Therefore, now took laws into his hand. Two things happened there. You see, when we talk about let the judiciary be so trusted that when things happen, let's see fairness. Let's see fairness. A serving senator of this country had issues of trading an organ in the UK. Ekwere Madu is still rotting in jail there. That is a place where system works, where nobody looks face, where you cannot be bigger than the institution. We are in this country where personalities are bigger than the institution. That is why when something happens, have you seen where somebody go dey kpai people, they know say this person dey kpai people, they go incorporate and put for society saying our brother. No. We must continually, I have said to myself that I will not just only come outside to want to complain when I see anything terrible happen in this country anymore. I would rather want to profile solution side by side with whatever I have pointed out as the problem of this country. I am sorry if this video is too long, but we just must say it. We are not teaching our children the right history, because if we are teaching our children the right history as Africans, West Africa, South Africa, that we suffered so much that one time in this country, student associations of our Nigerian university had to contribute money, had to march, to raise funds, to fight for their apartheid, and to grant them freedom from the shackles of colonialism, that they now have their freedom today and now think they are better off than their Nigerian counterpart or their fellow Africans. They are now pursuing every other person that is from West Africa. Do you know what it means for you to walk into an hospital and tell them not to treat your fellow human being, that is your fellow African brother, West African brother, who fought for your struggle, that they should leave your country? Do you know how painful that is? Would we blame South Africans? Would we blame Ghanaians? All of them are pointing to one thing. You want to tell me, say now only, they say if they come, they stand up, they point to two things. The South Africans, their own is even very annoying, that they begin to tell you, Nigerians are coming to take our women. Good for us. They say, oh, some of the Nigerians come here as immigrants and then they do drugs. You are a very funny person. We are in Nigeria, and let me tell you straight that in this country, Nigerians, we have people from other country. This is not me alleging, it's a fact. The first world countries, you know, there are elements of them in our country trading drugs. And it is like that every part of the world. Are you going to now tell me that there are no Nigerians outside in every other country too doing crime? The same way are you telling me there are no South Africans in Nigeria doing crime? Let me tell you something. Our politicians from this Africa will take our money to go and invest in other people's economy. That is crime. If our Nigerian brothers take our money and invest into your economy, that is crime. And if there are other set of our Nigerians as well who come to your economy and put their money in your economy, and others come to work and take money out of your economy, it is vice versa. You are not doing us any good. South Africans, let me even warn you. You see this xenophobia act you are displaying on your fellow West Africans. Listen to me. This is a region that has over 16 country states, and by the time if everybody start to pay tit for tat, you will not like it. You will be so excluded out of the conversations of Africanhood that you will regret every action you've taken. I see the statement of your president. They say silent is consent. As if his statement is giving the body language of speaking in consonance with your actions, and it is quite shameful. It is as a result of you not reading your history or knowing your history, because this is what this first world country do. They influence our local politicians that are so mean and wicked, to make sure that things that will open our minds to what our struggle has been never come to play. Because how do you want to tell me that while we study English and mathematics as a compulsory subject, number one for communication, number two for transaction, the mathematics is for you to know how to calculate, to aid commerce, isn't that? Then advanced mathematics is economics and business studies. Good. Why is our own history Nigerian history as a subject, not a compulsory subject from nursery 1 till you finish university. Should never be a thing for even negotiation, because once we know our true history, we will know how to start solving the problem from the base. We will argue with anything that is not in consonance with our struggle for success and growth. For somebody like us who had to go to the university and say, I want to study history as a professional course, that is now the first time you start to learn things you would have learned from primary 1. Knowledge you're supposed to have grown with, so that it will fire up your nationalistic self and your fight for a greater nation, so that you will know. Do you know the kind of brain drain we've suffered since we got crude oil? It can't look like, say, our own crude oil can't be cost to us. The same crude oil that has made the Emiratis some of the most respected people on earth. See, as of 2001, cities like Dubai, early 2000, we beg Nigerians. You see the way we dey hawk real estate for Nigeria, so now they shall come and buy land. Now so Dubai been they beg Nigerians to come put their money. You know how many Nigerians? At least 1 million Nigerians own investment in Dubai. If I'm not, that is no over exaggeration, and it's a fact. Our money in their country. When Donald Trump say you needed $5 million or whatever to get one particular passport or whatever, do you know how many Nigerians? We have money that can better our country, but we want to make another man's country a safe haven. We are saying, oh, insecurity, this and that. These people fuel this thing, so we continually run to them as safe haven. We must stay here and face this thing. In the words of Edward Moreau, he said, a nation of sheep will beget a government of wolves. Also, Niccolo Machiavelli said, politics have no relation to good morals. That is to say, it is very possible for us to always see people who do not mean well for us rule the rest of us that mean well for the nation. So what do? We must continually put them in check. That is why when people bring issues of, oh, the president is not your age mate, the governor is not your age mate, you are talking to the senator like that. No, he took the assignment of working for our collective good. So if he's moving the direction of looting our common treasure, we must speak to him regardless of his age. There is no age in government. When you people go to the other side of the world, you see how a 25-year-old or a 21-year-old child will put to check a man that is 80 years old if he's doing something that will jeopardize the future of that young man. It is only in this part of the world they will say, how can these children be talking to adults, be talking to elders that are leading foolishly, elders that don't know when to take a bow and leave the system for effective young minds to come into the system and change things for our generations to come. How is it that a man that is over 70 years is still campaigning to become a president of this nation, and it is very okay with us? Somebody we know whose child is over 60 years will come and tell us he's 74. Did you give birth at age 12? Why are we so scared to want to speak to power? This speaks to a lot of the fear we have in mind, and we are not speaking against the evil that is happening. Are we condoning this rubbish that people will come aside, buy our brothers and sisters in poor blood, and will say they are repentant and incorporate them into the society? What are we doing? And we want this nation to become one day like Dubai, the London, the America, name it, the just Luxembourg and all of that you go for, the Greece, the Iceland that you go for. No, you are part of the people spoiling the system. Let's call a spade a spade. How do you in cold blood carry gun, you buy man? What are you trying to tell us? That we do not have judiciary that functions? What are we saying? Do you know for a fact that if you move around a day and you see 20 police in checkpoints, do you know for that 20 times, each time you sight police, your heart go cut? Not because you have done anything wrong, not because you are a fraudster, not because you are a thief. You are scared that this police himself fit create crime when you no commit. Why is it like that? Do you know that out of that 20, it might just be like 4 out of that 20 that will speak to you like a human being? How are you? How are you today? How is work? Hope you are good. You don't understand? Address you and say, oh, if when necessary that he needs to check the document of your car, he checks and say, thank you so much, and then go. I personally, I always make it a point of duty to tell such police officer, thank you so much for your service to our nation. But once you come to me so unruly, my brother, I need to keep a straight face and let you do your job. Because you have not appeared to me as a friend, as the saying has always been that the police is your friend. You have never acted friendly. The moment they see you as a young man, by default, they have a problem. Why should you be doing well in life? I'm not responsible for your frustration. You decided to waste your youth, and then old age you are now angry for young boys who decided to find a way and means to better their own life, and so that their children don't go through this process of struggle again. You have a problem with that. And so for you, every young man looking clean, everybody should look tattered, so that you will be very happy that we have a very scattered society. That is why when you come to the checkpoint, everybody is so temperamental. Everybody, come outside. What do you have here? Where are you going? Who are you? For what? It is only in this country a police officer will stop you in your car, you will wind down, he will ask you, who are you? You tell him your name is this. Say, I want to know who you are. Who do you want me to be? You want me to become a baboon? I tell you my name is this person. You are telling me you want to know who I am. What do you want me to be? Did you give me work? So if I say I'm unemployed, you go say, how did you get car? You don't know that there's something called alternative income that exists? Look at how the system is been so designed to rip the common man off of everything that can give him comfort. We are paying this tax everywhere you go, tax, and you are not seeing results. Imagine for these 3 years that Nigeria has not been paying subsidy, it's enough to give us steady electricity. If Nigeria is a working system, we can't have somebody tell us to our face that if he does not give us electricity, we should not vote him, and then he's empowering movements here and there. See, it is very simple. If you work, you don't need to be empowering movements here and there to preach what you've done. The things you've done will speak for itself. As much as a lot of us might not like the characters of Wike politically, but the results are showing themselves. That, oh, he has worked. Are we saying he has been a good person politically? For me, no. But result-wise, he has proven that he has worked. Beyond those whose character has been good politically but have embezzled our money and left the system bankrupt. When you work, the result will prove themselves. We just the year coaster this, coaster that, nothing has been completed. Any meaningful government that is ready to do any work, it will not take them more than 1 year to do that kilometer of road they've been bragging about, that we are doing this and that we have not seen possible result. With the kind of subsidy, with the kind of the price we are paying for fuel, it's enough to give all of us a very sophisticated, subsidized transportation in all of the 36 states of this federation. I give it to some state government that have been trying their best. I saw the Nasarawa state government did one. Maiduguri adopted that since last 3 years. Federal capital, we are begging that happen. Do you know why? If somebody's salary is 100,000 and he spends every blessed day a minimum of 3,000 for transportation, count that by 30 days. You will now know why everybody will now go into the system. Everybody is now looking for opportunity to cheat the other person, because why? What they are earning is just a stipend and is going for transportation. That is why you see saying, who be secretary for store, or who be sales boy, go one make sure say in loot the store dry, so the owner will not be able to do business. But you know that people will start to get contempt in whatever they earn. By the time the little they earn, the system is also salvaging them a lot of stress. Say in transportation, electricity, look at it. I come to the house, my salary is 200,000. I would have spent over 100,000 a month, and every day I come to the house, I must buy fuel 2 liters at least, make I feel sleep, because in NEPA know they bring light. You think I'm now that kind of person go reach office and go thief. Let's first of all work on the system. Let's end police brutality. Let the money you make from the rest of us be put to good use, so that countries like South Africa, Ghana, Kenya will not be telling us to leave their country. It is a shame. See, we are too special a people in this Nigeria for us to go through the disgrace we are facing. See, once this country start to work, you will cut down brain drain. You will cut down brain drain. We've been suffering brain drain for over 50 years. It is high time the system start to work. It is high time the system start to work. I have even been saying that all this opposition this and that they've been doing, if they don't produce young people that are active, that can deliver their youthfulness to us, it is a waste. Fact.